Happy holidays, Lakers, and welcome to the Christmas edition of WLKR. These late fall months have been busy for Laker Nation, with club trips, parades, and even the opening of a new eatery. Our clubs here at school have been busy as well. As many know, the Y Club had their annual trip to KYA November 22nd through 24th at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Louisville. They won an award for Delegation of Excellence and also for community service. Ariana Smith won Outstanding Delegate and Zach Bernard won Outstanding Lobbyists. Also, upperclassman bill was passed through both House and the Senate. Ms. Palacky and the World Language Club also took their annual trip to Shogun in Bowling Green on December the 12th for a night of shopping with friends and a taste of culture. This is the biggest trip they have taken so far, and 22 students attended. Aside from these out-of-town field trips, the World Language Club frequently meets at restaurants right here in Russell County. We also have a brand new club at RCHS, the Drama Club, revived and run by English teacher Mr. Tyler Flatt. Mr. Flatt and his student cast are currently working on the production of Alice in Wonderland, scheduled to make its debut in April of 2016. November the 20th is when 25 of our DECA club members went to Entrepreneur Camp, where they created products and learned how to start a business. Kayla Stevens and Macy Emerson won Create a Product in their group. You may see her cheering at a game, playing with the band, or running track after school. Here's this week's Meet a Freshman, Kaylyn Loy.
Hey Lakers, I'm here with this week's Meet a Freshman, Kaylyn Loy. So Kaylyn, what activities are you involved in? How are they different now that you're in high school?
I'm in cheer, track, and marching band, and in high school I think it's more competitive and you have to work harder.
So do you feel like your transition from the middle school has been easy?
I think it has because I was involved in the marching band last year, so I knew a lot of the high schoolers.
So Kaylyn, what's the best and worst thing about being a freshman?
I think the best part is you get to be more involved in the school and you get to be with more people, and the worst part is probably having to study more.
Well, thank you for your time.
An exciting new addition to the Laker curriculum at our school is the EMT class that began just this year. With more on that story, here's reporter Alexis Polston.
Hey Lakers, I'm here with the new EMT teacher, Mr. Zach Burton. So how do you like teaching at the Russell County High School so far?
I've enjoyed it. It's taught me a lot. The students are doing great in this class. They're showing me a lot of participation. They're smart. They're showing me how they apply it to their own lives, actually. It's a good program for them. It gives them a good foundation to get started in their career and their education pathway on into college or nursing programs. It's been working out really well so far.
That's good. So do any of the students participate in any after-school activity?
Yeah, we do ride times where they'll come out and ride in the back of our ambulance with us and help us make medical runs. You know, and they get to see firsthand how their skills and the knowledge that they're learning in this class affects their community. We also are going to do public awareness events too, where we go out and we'll explain people, like if they got diagnosed with diabetes or things like that, we can explain those healthcare risks to them. We can check their blood pressures and things like that, like a little healthcare fair. But there's several things we're going to be reaching out to our communities to do to be a part of Russell County, so they're going to enjoy that.
Okay. So when you look at your students and you see how they are doing, do you see any of them becoming future EMTs?
Yeah, I actually talked to them about that again today because this is such a new program for high school students. It's like, what is this? It's kind of still going on, and they don't realize, and they're starting to, that this is a career. As soon as they come out of this program, they can have a job where they work part-time 2 days a week. They can make around $12,000 a year. And they can still have 5 days off. If they get full-time status, then they can make around $25,000 with benefits, working 2 days a week and having 5 days off, and continue on into their, college or other careers. So it's every one of them said, yeah, they'd love to have this certification just for that fact alone. It gets them out of the restaurants. It gets them out of the, the lower income jobs that they're kind of stuck into because that's the only avenue they got. And this gets them a place where they can exceed and feel good about themselves and what they do. So everybody today raised their hand and said, yeah, we're definitely going to use this. So that surprised me a little bit.
That's awesome. So since you are an EMT and we know that you have seen many horrific accidents, is there anything, advice that you'd like to give to the students when they get behind the wheel?
Oh, wow. Yeah, because You can't never prepare for everything. And I run into people all the time. It's like, I can't do your job. I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't see what you see. And it ain't like we're just born able. It's just little steps by little you grow as a person, morally and mentally and physically. It just little by little you build up and you turn to positive thoughts versus negatives. We'll see some of the worst moments, but I think it's a blessing that I've got the ability to make a difference in that moment for that somebody. And I look at it as a positive. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to give that person the best chance they've got to survive or make a difference in their life. And I follow my protocols that's set forth by the state. I make sure I check off on them every day. I know them by the back of my hand. That way when I get a call, I'm not wondering what I could or should do. I'm ready. My truck's ready. My equipment's ready. My skills are ready. And if there's any knowledge I don't know yet, I'm going to find it before I get there. And if there's somebody smarter than me, I can get on that scene too. I'm going to call them and get them headed that way. And that's just the way you got to structure yourself to be prepared in this career to be able to take those challenges, because you will see a lot of stuff that you can't control, but at least you can be a help, and you won't hold yourself accountable if you can hold yourself to the highest standard of care and you deliver that care in a timely manner that you're expected to without any mishaps. So I think, telling these students, when they're learning something in class, I try to apply it to a scenario that I've actually lived in my life. That way it applies to them when they get out here on the street. It's just not a chapter in a book. It actually has happened in Russell County. Like if somebody's having a heart attack, I caught on to it early. I did the life-saving interventions, and I explained to them how we best protected that patient by catching it early and not just shrugging it off like, well, they're just tired and weak or whatever. We done our proper protocols and diagnosed these things so that patient had the best outcome with the least amount of restrictions now, And when they see that and they get out and they get to applying that, you can just see them. They'll write me back or they'll send me a text, hey, I got to use what you showed me today. And I'm like, gosh, that's awesome,
Thank you, Mr. Burton. I do appreciate everything that you do for us, and I'm sure we all do. So thank you very much, Mr. Burton.
Our academic team just finished their league tournament on Monday with team captain Aaron Wolford and co-captain Dalton Robertson. These students are proficient in quick recall, composition, written assessments, and future problem solving. Coming up next for the academic team is district in January. It's back! The reopening of Dairy Queen is not only a big deal for our students, but also for the community. Many RCHS students work there, and those who don't still enjoy their delicious food. Welcome back, DQ. This senior has a laid-back disposition and a true passion for his pets. Alexis Polston interviews Cody Roy for this week's Senior Profile.
Hey Lakers, I'm here with our new senior profile, Cody Roy, or AKA my twin. So Cody, how are you liking your senior year this year?
Well, it's going pretty chill, I guess. Average.
That's good. Hey Lakers, I'm here with some of Cody's friends. So Dalton, what is one thing we don't know about Cody?
Well, I'd say one thing most people don't know about Cody is his shoe size, because the way he looks, you wouldn't expect him to have a size 16 shoe, but yeah, that thing's pretty huge.
So after you graduate high school, what are your plans?
Well, I want to go to college and be a doctor and, well, I guess raise my chickens on the side, might as well.
That's awesome. So Brian, if Cody was a superhero, what hero would he be?
I mean, honestly, I think if he was a superhero, I think he'd be Superman. Just because Cody, he can do it all.
So speaking of your chickens, I've heard one got struck by lightning. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, indeed, one did. It was, rainy day, well, kind of evening time, and this good thunderstorm came around, and chickens, they kind of tend to run around in the yard and pick worms and all that good gross stuff, and yep, well, they run in their house and this one side stand by the fence and pick a worm instead, and some lightning decided to hit that fence and poof, hit that chicken, and that chicken's history now.
Poor chicken. So Vincent, what is your favorite memory with Cody?
Okay, we was walking down the hallway during the first day of school, and then Cody was talking about how early in the morning he gets up. Now, most people would get up a reasonable time around 7, but that guy gets up around 4:15 in the morning. Now, me, in total shock, I was like, what do? Watch sunsets in the morning? And I was saying that in all seriousness. And Cody and Dalton had to explain to me that sunsets do not set in the morning for like 15 minutes till I finally got it.
That's great. That's good. Do you have any advice for the underclassmen?
Well, y'all stay in school and don't do no drugs.
That's very good advice. Thanks, Cody.
You're welcome.
The Russell County Christmas Parade had an odd turn of events this year as it was rescheduled due to the weather for noon on December the 5th. Despite the reschedule, there was a huge community turnout to see the colorful floats, and Marissa Rourke was crowned Miss Santa. Congrats, Marissa. You may have noticed our parking lot outside the school, which has gotten a new paint job recently. Because of the freshly painted lines and arrows, the flow of traffic and safety of all drivers will be much more efficient. There's sure been a lot of chirping going on in the Ag Hall lately as Miss Garman and her students mother a flock of baby chicks into adulthood. The Ag students keep learning hands-on and adorable. Laker Pals is a new program that's very beneficial for both our students and those at RSES. Here's reporter Alexis Polston with details.
Hey Lakers, I'm here with the Youth Service Center Director, Mr. John Loy. So what is Laker Pals?
Laker Pals is a program that was implemented at Russell Springs Elementary School by Gordon Lester, the family resource person at that particular school, and they needed a program to help some students that they had that were kind of struggling with attendance and behavior and some academic issues. So they came up with a program where we could pair some of our high school juniors and seniors with some of their elementary school students and just kind of be a mentor to them.
That's awesome. I say a lot of lives are being impacted by it. I'm here with two of the students participating in the Laker Pal program, Brittany Simpson and Zach Porter. So Zach, what do you do in the Laker Pal program?
Well, Laker Pals is like a bunch of the seniors from our school act as mentors and go to Russell Springs and just kind of like talk and hang out with the kids and get to know them and stuff.
So Brittany, what's your favorite part about being a Laker Pal?
I love kids, so I get to be around them and I enjoy talking to them and getting to learn a little bit about them and stuff.
What kind of an impact do you feel like you're making on these kids?
Well, while we're there, we try to focus on all the stuff that they need to be getting done in school and like homework and getting AR points and stuff. So we try and really strive to make sure that they're doing all the stuff that they need to be.
How about you, Brittany?
Well, I just really feel that these kids need a positive role model in their life because peer pressure is advancing at a younger age and they really need someone they can look to and turn to and talk to whenever they need help.
That's true. I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
The Mighty Laker Band had the honor of marching in Governor Matt Bevin's inaugural parade on Tuesday, December the 18th. They were one of just 15 bands to perform, and the program was aired on KET. Well done, Lakers. And here's Brittany Simpson with this week's sports.
Hello Lakers, I'm Brittany Simpson here with an exciting sports update. Our basketball teams have recently begun their seasons. The Lady Lakers started their season at home against Bull County and since then have played McCreary, Greenwood, and Glasgow. They are currently 2-2 for the season. The Laker boys started their season at home against Marion County with a big win. Kel Stotts led the Lakers with 27 points and 10 rebounds. Eddie Murphy and Isaiah Bennett followed with 10 points each. They picked up one more win against Glasgow and a loss to Greenwood. The swim team also began their season at home against Bull County and Danville. They came out with a win over both teams. The next meet they had was also at home against Fort Knox. The Lakers swim team beat them with a score of 459 to 284. They then traveled to Monroe County and competed against Monroe and Barron County and came out with yet another win against both teams. The cheer team traveled to Gatlinburg, Tennessee and won first place in the UCA Smoky Mountain competition. They also traveled to Lexington to compete in the state competition where they placed third overall. Good luck to all of our athletes as they continue to strive for success.
There's been a lot of progress made so far this school year. Here to talk about it is reporter Canna Smith with Principal Shannon Williams.
Hey Lakers, I'm here with our principal, Mr. Williams. So Mr. Williams, how do you think the year has gone so far?
I think we've had a good year this year so far, especially compared to last year when we were in the middle of all the renovation and not all of our students were under the same building. Our test scores, when they came back, we were up. Our ACT scores were up. overall discipline is down this year. So I think we're having a really good year.
So, what can we expect next semester?
Hopefully more of the same, continue focused on academics. Hopefully we don't have a lot of snow days, so we can have a long summer break. But I want us to really see our scores continue to go up. I think Russell County High School is a great high school, and I think we should be able to show that to the other schools around us.
Okay, and our last question, what's the number one thing you would like to see happen over the next several months at RCHS?
Well, it kind of goes back to test scores. I would like for Russell County High School to be the first school in our district to become a distinguished school. And we can do that if everybody does what they're supposed to in the classroom and listens to the teachers and stays focused on what they need to.
Okay, guys, let's make it happen. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Lastly, we'd like to congratulate Miss Samantha Rourke on becoming Mrs. Samantha Ellis on November 25th. Congrats to the happy couple and their family. That's a wrap for this episode. I'm news anchor Rebecca Barnes, wishing you all a safe and Merry Christmas break.
So, Kaylyn, I done forgot what the question was.
Same.
Plug it in. Febreze, plug it in, plug it in.
I messed up.
Folks, thank you for joining us on Meet a Freshman.
So, Zach, what do you do in the Laker Pal program?
Well, a bunch of us seniors from Russell County act as mentors, and we go to Russell Springs and like get to know some of the kids and mentor and kind of just hang out with them.
That's good. Two of the students that's participating in Laker Pals
Program.
In the look, just say, I'm here with two students participating in the Laker Pals program.
It's a tongue twister, ain't it?
Provided by the youth service.
No, we've already done said youth service, so I'm done with that. So, Vincent, what is your favorite memory with Cody?
Okay, it was like the first day of school.
Oh, hang on, you're going to have to slow down.
Waylon, though. I think you should say Waylon. Brittany's joined the party.
So, Brittany.
Uh-huh.
I don't know a question for you. I'm sorry.
How's that salsa stain?
Yeah, how's the sauce?
I have a stain on my pants from salsa that leaked through my lunch bag. That's how I feel about Cody Roy. A big old leak in my lunch bag.
Hey, Russell Countyans. I'm here with Cody Roy, our new senior profile.
Hey, guys, I'm here with our principal, Miss... What's your name again?
Williams.
The Drama Club, revived and run by English teacher Mr. Tyler Flatt. Mr. Flatt and his students cast our... Hold on. Mr. Flatt and his student cast are currently working... Can we go like... Okay. We're good.